Hey guys, Tarke here, and I just want to let you guys know, as you can probably tell from this overlay, that we're going to be having a Baeclast on Friday. Again, that's Friday, not Saturday, coming. But we'll be joined by Empy, Raiz, and Karv Raiz over that way. I'm still bad at pointing and stuff on the camera. We're moving it to Friday because I've got some IRL stuff going on. I've got a grill coming over Friday night. And then we're going off somewhere on Saturday, so we're not going to be around, so we moved it forward one day. And we're going to be kind of talking about Delve with a little bit more of a experienced point of view, should we say, now that we're a bit more established in it. We've obviously got Empy coming in with the very, very glowy brain strat, since, you know, he's kind of destroying ladder. And we'll be talking sort of everything. You may also notice that there's no chat on screen. Why is there no chat on screen? We've had chat on screen for every Baeclast, I believe, up to this point. However, to be honest, I want to try a couple without it. I'm not sure how much it actually adds. Since the people who watch it live, you still have chat there live. And then watching it on YouTube, most people on YouTube don't really sit and watch the chat. So obviously they miss out on... The people who do will be missing out on something, but they're not missing out on loads. And anyone watching on mobile, you can't read the chat that clearly either. Also on Twitch, there's been a lot of spam bots going to channels recently, posting loads of really messed up stuff in chat, and you end up having to have super overly restrictive night bots, which then hurts the actual genuine chatters. So it's just one of those things. For the sake of having a smooth podcast where no one loses out, I can have my lenient night bot so the actual chatters aren't being hurt. If we do get randomly attacked by spam bots during it, I can quickly disable it and it doesn't screw up, you know, the video going onto YouTube later. Also, another good thing about it is I feel like going forward, not having chat just from a raw, you know, like guest comfortability, just the comfortability. Comfort is the word I'm looking for. I think it'll be more comfortable for guests in general. We've had a few guests in the past who have received a lot of very unfair, not even like criticism, just straight up pointless hate and shit. And it can make them feel quite uncomfortable. And it's not a thing of like, just deal with it. Some of the stuff is just kind of like, no. And also there are certain community members we would like to get on Baeclast who I keep talking to and begging to come on Baeclast. You know who they are. And anything we can do to make it seem like a more of a chill space to be, the more likely they are to come on. So, yeah, you know who we're talking about here. Now, to get into the actual topics and what we'll be discussing, we will be having a very little bit of Atlas discussion. Apparently, Karv has found some very super secret Atlas strats. He won't tell me what these Atlas strats are. He basically read, like, a series of clues, and he's like, if you can decipher the code, I'll tell you. If not, I'll announce it on Baeclast. So basically, Karv is very melodramatic and makes my Google Doc very kind of like, we'll talk about whatever it is, but we don't really know because he won't tell us what it fucking is. So we talk about that. We might also sprinkle a little bit of light sort of Atlas talk on the top there. But yeah, there's something good, maybe, I don't know. If it turns out to be complete and utter red herring, then screw Karv, I guess. From that, we're going to be getting into the actual like Delve meta discussion. So there's going to be a lot of we all take notes listening to Empy say things. And then every now and again, Raiz might contribute something, maybe. We'll also be talking more about the balance of the biomes themselves. I feel it's kind of odd there hasn't been too much discussion talking about the actual like balance of some of the monsters inside Delve. A lot of the discussion around Delve has been focused around sulfite gains, upgrades, character account bound. So it'll be quite interesting to talk about the more like raw mechanics of the gameplay system, which could be improved, rather than just like azurite and sulfite. Talk about that, also touching a little bit more on dead ends, builds which have been working, haven't been working. And there will be some very light discussion on the new skill gems. People really want us to talk about that, so there will be some light skill gem discussion there. So there'll be some more like general meta stuff. From that, one thing which hasn't really been discussed in quite a long time, I feel like is something which is very pressing, general balance in terms of like mobility and defense. So with this patch, we saw a slight nerf to shield charge, we saw a buff to flame dash and phase run. But mobility, there's still a lot of work to be done there. And when I talk about general defense, the state of Fortify in the game, does Fortify really have a state in the game? on death effects, how a lot of builds in Delve are being forced into crits so they can shatter corpses. So bring back that whole discussion, which hasn't really been talked about for a long time, and also touch on the whole life mom hybrid CI thing, since obviously with Delve, people are really like min-maxing all the different avenues of defense and utility that you can fit into builds. From that, we will then be touching on the rather massive and never-ending account versus character bound debate. So we have account versus character bound, 2.0 Electric Boogaloo. We'll be talking about the Sulfite changes in practice, what we really think about it, RNG seeds. But anyone out of the loop, there's been a lot of conspiracies that with individual player IDs tied to mines, you've been having players who, they got like a scuffed ID, so they weren't getting certain nodes spawning, and there is some concern with stuff going account bound, you know, will you get people locked on bad seed RNG, all of this stuff. And then to round it all off, talking a little bit more about the short versus long-term game design going into Delve. Since Delve is amazing, we want Delve to go core, but what is the best way to really talk about Delve in a way that, you know, the good change can happen for the, you know, most longevity of the system. And then knowing us, we're bound to go off topic in every which way and direction. So once again, it'll be on Friday, not Saturday, usual time, 2 p.m. UK time. There is a timer in the description down below. And I'd like to thank everyone who's agreed to come on. So it feels absolutely amazing. Man. From this, we'll go back to our usual schedule, which is Saturdays. So again, once off Friday. It's a Friday. I keep saying it because I've said this so many times and people are still getting it wrong. So it's going to be on Friday, chat. Friday. But yes, I'm Tarke. Have a good day. Friday. Oh, and one other small bonus thing. I need glasses. I had an eye test and they've given me a new prescription. I'll be collecting those on Friday morning. So assuming everything goes to plan, this Baeclast will also be the first Baeclast where you see me with lovely bespeckled eyes with some little, you know, glassy boys. But yes. See you later, plebs. Bye-bye.